guys, welcome back. Guys, happy 2025. I know that we have been MIA for a couple of months, but with good reason. We decided to take a break during the holidays because we had so much going on, during holiday time with family and events and different things like that. And as you guys can see, we are missing a member of the Lady Layer.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Sierra is not here with us, and she has decided to step away because she has some amazing things going on in her life. She got a new job, a new position, and it is consuming her time and energy. And we're so excited for her in this new journey in life. But unfortunately, she will not have the time to be joining us on the podcast. So we will miss her. We will miss her commentary.
Yes.
Yeah,
hopefully she'll join us on the live.
Yeah, so we are definitely gonna be missing our girl, especially if Jersey comes back, because she rides for Katrina. Might not miss that part, but I love the banter. So we are definitely gonna miss our girl, but like Katrina said, hopefully she'll pop in here and there if she can. But yes, so you guys send her all the love and blessings in this new year and her new job with her family and everything. So we're just sending well wishes to her, and we are about. Yes. And a quick little disclaimer. Y'all know we got kids. So
yes.
Katrina's a dog mom and I have 2 kids. And Bryson is here right now. So if he pops in and makes a little noise, just forgive it. And if Sophie comes and gives a little squeal or a little, poke her little head up, just say, hey girl.
Right. Hey girl, hey.
But yes, so we are going to jump right in, you guys, because we know we've been MIA, so we're a little bit behind on some of the shows. So we're just going to get a quick little recap and dive right back in to where we left off.
Tonight we're going to be going over BellCollective. Hopefully y'all been watching, so y'all know what we're talking about. Love and Marriage Huntsville. We talked about them before, so this is just the continuation of the last season. We're going to get into Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine.
Yes.
All right, ladies.
Praise the Lord. My husband just came home. Don't get him. I'm about to close the door already.
Lord. If y'all can see Sophie, she over here trying to climb up on top of me.
Oh my goodness. She is so cute. Okay, so let's jump right into the BellCollective, you guys. So the season is over. So if you have not watched BellCollective, now is a good time to watch because you won't have to wait for the episodes to come. And this season was actually pretty good. They jumped right into the drama.
Right. They wasted no time. First episode, boom. Because they've been having stuff brewing since season 1. So the first few episodes was like continuation of that. And trying to get back together, which was a fail.
Right. Okay, so this season on BellCollective, a lot of the drama carried over from last season. Selena, which is JJ's ex-wife. Last season they had it out. Sophia, which is JJ's wife, and Selena, his ex-wife, they were at an event. And last year she was going by So Gucci. This year she's going by Sophia. So if y'all look confused on who I'm talking about, she going by Sophia now.
Right. She has matured. She is her government name now. Okay.
Yes.
Ain't no nickname.
Selena and her kids are still calling her Shantae because
because they messy.
They messy. And I guess they met her as Shantae, so they still call her Shantae girl. But I was like, what is the girl's name? But so that drama, of course, carried over because JJ is not speaking to his daughters. At the beginning of the season, he's not speaking to his daughters except for one. I think it's Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that has kids. And so it was a lot of, drama with that. And Sophia is feeling like conflicted because she's like, well, I want you to be with your girls. I want you to talk to your daughters. And JJ has a very strong stance on, like, I'm not messing with their mama, which I don't agree with. I just feel like y'all tell us what y'all think in the comments. Katrina, you tell me what you think. But I feel like as the father, he should be the one initiating contact. He should be the one stepping in and saying, hey, I know you guys feel however you feel about what happened with your mom, but I still want a relationship with you. Like, go ahead.
Well, according to Selena, that's how it always is. Anytime it's a disagreement, they have to come to him to try to like build the relationship back. And like as a parent, like it's your job. Like, especially when like quiet as it's kept, you the one causing the drama. Like, so yeah.
And I believe it. I believe what Selena is saying to be true, because you see Sophia over here trying to tell him, like, you know, don't you want to talk to the girls? Like, shouldn't we do this? Shouldn't we do that? And he's like, nah, God darn it, and it's just like, sir.
And then in New Orleans, when her and Selena had the conversation, he was pissed.
Yeah.
It's like, you should be
visibly pissed.
Happy. Right.
Made her leave the event. Like, I feel like he's just super duper childish, and he letting his pride get in the way of
girl, look at his hair
with his daughters.
Yo, feeling it.
Oh, childish with that hair.
Any man that's wearing barrettes on the bottom of his hair is hella childish.
Okay? Right. And Sanjay's not having it. I feel like they were saying now Star and Sky have kind of softened up. And I think with them, it's more so because they have children. Star, Sky, the other one, she's currently pregnant.
Yeah.
And I believe that because they're having children, they're moving into different phases in their life. They're more so like, we want our dad to have a relationship with his grandkids and stuff like that. Sanjay is like, she riding behind her mama.
Right.
She was also there. So she had to see everything and how everything went down. She's the oldest of 3. And she just has never liked Sophia. Like, we saw that when they met up at the house for the first time. Like, she's very vocal about how she feels. So it's got to be a long history of mess.
Yeah, she just be tolerating her for sure.
Yeah. But in that instance, I feel like JJ is completely wrong. I feel like Selena is valid to feel the way that she feels. Now, the initial fight, it could have all been avoided if she wanted to ignore her, she should have just let her ignore her. Like, y'all don't owe each other anything. Y'all don't owe each other conversations. Like, y'all don't have to be around each other. The kids are grown. So if the kids want to come around, it's up to them to come around, or their dad to reach out to them. Like, you don't have to be, we don't have to be cool no more. Like, to be honest,
grown. Yeah.
They're grown. The kids are grown. They have their own cars. They can come over here whenever they feel like it. Like, we have everybody's phone number. Like, so for them they don't need to be cordial. So I think for Selena to be like, you ain't gonna speak and it's like, it wasn't the time or the place.
You talking about the first fight?
Yeah, the initial fight.
Yeah. I just felt like that was set up too. Like, he had never been really on the show like that, and then all of a sudden she's at this grand opening when you know that they got beef. Like, Tisha was definitely, what's her name? Is that Tisha? Everybody is Aisha on BellCollective.
I know. We was trying to remember everybody's names.
Latrice. That's what I'm talking
about. Latrice.
Yeah. Latrice was definitely being messy because her and Gucci was beefing last season over that real estate situation.
Now, on my YouTube feed last night, one of Selena's YouTube videos popped up on my little thing. And because we were talking about this today, I was like, let me see what she's talking about. Now, mind you, this video was from 11 months ago. So this was probably conversation from last season. I did not watch the whole thing, but I skimmed through it. And what she was saying was, initially, she said this on the reunion too. Initially, she'd been friends with a lot of these ladies for a while. The city ain't that big. And she was approached by Latrice about coming on the show from the beginning. However,
she said that on the reunion too.
Yeah. However, she had just lost her son and she was going through a lot. She's like, I don't want to be crying on camera. Like, I'm not going to be able to be present, whatever. She asked her about JJ. She gave him a good recommendation. She asked him about the wife. She gave them a good recommendation. But, you know, she didn't have any so she said she didn't have any ill intentions or whatever. Now she has a fiance. She's more settled in life. She has a business. She has a lot of things going on for herself. So she decided it was time for her to come on the show. So also it worked out with Latrice because she, you know, it's
she got a friend.
Drama. Exactly. Right. And she was kind of like on the outs with everybody, and she needed somebody to come and, you know, be with her, whatever. So I think it just was perfect timing for Latrice, also for Selena.
Yeah.
But
and then Sophia then quit. So Selena about to just slide on into her little space. Listen, there's been a lot of movement on the staffing of BellCollective. Okay, we got Akeisha leaving, we got Sophia leaving,
and Sophia allegedly is suing.
Really?
Yes, she is allegedly suing for something. Don't quote me on this. I believe they said she was suing for something that happened with production in regards to her family.
Oh,
Now
I ain't hear that.
Y'all correct me in the comments if y'all watch the show and y'all been keeping up. But I seen a little buzz about that's why she left, because some people were saying like, oh, she left because Akeisha left, but she apparently has her own reasons and she have it out for Carlos.
I wonder if it's like the whole thing with her daughter. Maybe they didn't want to talk about her like suicide attempt and like.
Well, I believe they agreed to talk about it, but maybe the way it was, you know, because sometimes you can film a scene and you agree to certain things, but how it's portrayed on TV could come out a different way. And so I don't know. I don't know about what she got going on, but yeah, they said that child, she's suing and she is pissed and she is ready to go. And he's trying to welcome. What do you think about the other girl coming back?
Antoinette.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm okay with Antoinette because her name don't end with Isha. I can't do no more Ishas. Between Huntsville and BellCollective, like it's too many Ishas.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I just hope that if she does come back, though. I hope that if she does come back, she don't try too hard, because I feel like in some of those scenes she was like coming on like, I don't know, it just didn't seem natural.
She came back in because she didn't like Letitia and she was gonna let her know she didn't like her. She been holding that in for however many years, and this was her moment. Okay.
Right. Okay, so let's get to the guys' fight. Okay, so we got this event. First of all, what's his name? Latrice's husband.
Glendale.
No, that's Letitia's husband. The old man that can't talk, that be mumble talking.
Who, child?
Okay, so whatever his name is, child. We're gonna do better with the names this year, Katrina. We gotta do better with the names this year.
No, I'm gonna tell you his name right now.
She's gonna look it up.
Yeah.
But so I didn't like how he decided to include Glendale's party into their grand opening. It doesn't make any sense.
Right. And then don't even discuss it with your wife.
Like it doesn't make sense. Why would you take the shine off of your event opening? You guys are doing something big. You're opening 2 spaces the same day. Like, why not let that be the big thing? So I understand Latrice's frustration in that, and I feel like she didn't go hard enough to get that out of there.
No, Cliff. She definitely didn't. She definitely didn't go hard. That's why they still had the party.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, you didn't fight hard enough for that, because I'd have been like, absolutely not. Like, he may not.
And she obviously was right for not wanting it, because look at what happened.
Okay, so you got a full-on brawl at your event on the grand opening. So instead of the headline saying Black entrepreneurs open to a brawl breaks out.
Right.
And then you got all these people here, and Akeisha's husband with his name, you know, and he does commentary, and he has all these things going on for him. He's like, he walking out like, I got contracts. Like, yeah, that's probably why they left. I feel like her husband was like, absolutely not. Like, because I think it contractually, if you're on the show, your spouse has to be on the show as well. And so he probably was like, I ain't doing this no more. I got too much money to lose outside of this.
Right. I actually am doing something. I don't need this. Like,
exactly.
This is not my bread and butter. This is for you. So
exactly.
And my money pays the bills.
Right. So we don't need this. We're out. Like,
right.
But as far as the fight goes, so how do you feel about? Okay, so we all know that it was rumbled up because of Cliff and Glendale. Like I feel like
Willie.
Yeah, they don't like Willie. Glendale is intimidated by Willie because all he kept saying all season is he think he better than everybody, which I don't feel he outwardly said anything or did anything to belittle anyone.
No,
I think his presence alone and who he is and what he represents is intimidating to a man like Glenn, who's still trying to figure himself out.
Right. I think because he's like established, like he don't have to try hard, like he's just who he is. That makes him feel some type of way, because the past few seasons, Glenn wasn't even on the show like that. He was at work.
Yeah.
So Willie been on like way more than him. So I feel like Glenn is still trying to like figure out his spot on the show. And now since this season, he actually got to like be on there for a majority of the show. He like really trying to make a name for himself.
Which is probably why he quit his job and decided to start working for himself. Everybody on the show is entrepreneurs, including his wife. And so they can kind of do what they want, how they want it. And I think him being around that lifestyle and everything, I mean, good for him. It is better for him. He can make way more money by having his own truck than driving other people's trucks. But the whole way he went about it was just completely like insane. Like it didn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
But
as far as your wife and you know that she is going through medical stuff, like, bro, the insurance, like,
because she hadn't told him yet.
That's either way, that's bad on her part too. Because how are you going through medical stuff where you get mammograms and all of this stuff, biopsies, and your husband don't know?
Right, and y'all have a child.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry. Anytime you have a child, you need good insurance because anything can happen. Like, so for him, and I don't think. Seeing who he is, I don't think the insurance even crossed his mind at all when he decided to make this choice. He just is like, I'm not going to tell her because I know she's going to say no.
Right. And this is what I want to do. And it's going to be what it's going to be.
Yep. But anyway, back to the fight.
Right. So you think, okay, so supposedly, according to Glenn, this is at the reunion. He says that the whole thing popped off because he's a street dude and Willie told him to suck it. Yeah.
I feel like it all went the way it went because they didn't back down. They started poking at him. Every time they get together, they poke at him. Now, Willie and JJ are like a duo, and then Glenn and Cliff are like a duo. When they was coming for when they was coming for Willie, JJ wasn't really saying much because I think he felt the tension already. And he was like, I ain't finna add on to this, whatever.
And at first, it was just Willie and Glenn going at it. So it wasn't a reason for JJ to jump in it. Yeah. But once Cliff jumped in, then JJ started saying stuff.
Right. And I think they poked and prodded him too much. And then whatever the last thing he said, that was just his comeback. Shh. Like you can't pick at somebody and expect for them to sit there and take it and not have zero comebacks. You got upset because his comeback was better than what you said.
Right.
Now we drawing the line. Like I hate when people do that. Like you cannot determine someone's reaction. If you are poking at them, you should be open to whatever fire comes back.
Right. Now that you offended, it's a problem.
Like, bro, leave him alone. He's sitting up. We're all sitting here with our wives in our nice clothes at this your grand opening event, and you picking at me. You got all these guests in here. You got people like, the cameras is on. I think that's really what it was. They was trying to give something to the cameras. And then you talking about how you a street dude, but you poked the bear.
Right. And I just want to say my favorite line from IKEA is at the reunion. I think it was last year. Ikesha. Why I keep calling her IKEA? I don't know. No, but when she was I think it was the last reunion where she was like, y'all about to fight and y'all good clothes? Like that was her time to say that again.
But speaking of Ikesha, this is what pissed me off with Letitia. She acted so oblivious to what just went down.
Right.
What is going on? And why is Ikesha tripping? She riding behind her man. She 10 toes down behind her man. Like she was ready to fight all y'all behind her man. And he don't need no help.
Right. Rightfully so, because I would have been right there too. Like, what was that?
That's why I'm like, y'all can even respect the fact that forget whatever the man had going on. Why are you coming at her? You need to respect the fact that she riding behind her man. So she was like, she back there pumping him up. Nobody, like she said, like Ikesha said, everybody is coming at him. It's like 2 against 1. And she's supposed to just sit right there and be like,
right. And Letitia get on my nerves too, because she ain't got no kind of accountability. Like you literally heard your man popping off at Willie, and you don't know why Ikesha's mad or why she coming at you. Like
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, she's just over there playing dumb. Like, well, I don't even understand why she got so upset. We definitely agree on that. Like, it was all because of the pushing and the shoving. Now, here's where we really get into it. They didn't know she had people with her.
Right. Ikesha had a whole squad ready.
Yes, and she was saying like in the reunion, they were like, "Where did all these people come from?" She's like, "Well, my family was down the street. It was a public event. I invited them to the event. Their niece was the one that was in the pink that was out there like,
yeah."
So it all ended not so great.
No.
I just feel like it could have all been avoided if the guys was a little bit more mature.
Yeah.
That's just what
and not insecure, because like the reason
Yeah.
why you think that he thinks he's better than him is because you think that he's better than you.
Right.
So do better, and then you won't think that.
And Letitia, I feel like her taking it personal at all was just completely ridiculous. Like the fact that you can't see that. First of all, we shouldn't be arguing. This is not our fight.
Yeah.
You can ride for your man. I can ride for mine. At the end of the day, we know that it was about them.
Right.
But when, B words was exchanged and, then they started bucking their chests at each other, it all went down the hill at that point. So.
If that's the word that fit at the time, that's who you gonna be, baby.
So we'll see what happens next season. Like I said, we're gonna be missing a couple, and maybe they're gonna add a couple. We'll see. Did y'all watch Bring It back in the day? The show. Did you watch that show? The
dance show, right?
Originally young. So I was on TikTok the other day, and Brittany, you remember Brittany? She used to wear like the red hair. She was on TikTok and she was like, "My girl Selena need to bring me on the show so I can have her back." I'm like, "Girl, you just trying to get on TV."
First of all, on Bring It, Brittany and Selena didn't even get along.
Not get along at all. I'm like, "Girl, did you think we forgot y'all did not get along?" She's like, "Selena's my girl, and I just feel like nobody had her back enough." And I'm like,
right. Okay, Selena didn't get along with none of the mamas on the show. Really, the only one she kind of got along with was what's her name?
Cameron's mama.
Who?
Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron's mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the next show, child.
Huntsville.
Huntsville been giving us that heat too. Like it's just been a lot of drama all season. This is the second half of
last season.
Yeah.
When so this is Trisha. This is continuing Trisha's new story. She's a new girl on the show.
Trisha saga.
Yeah.
The Lyle.
If you're not watching, it's still episodes, so y'all can still catch up, and we can keep on talking because
we got a lot of stuff going on. We got marriages going out the way. We got DUIs. We got
drama on and off the show.
On and off the show, honey. And the drama off the show is giving a little bit.
Martell bringing the linebackers on live, like
it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on in Huntsville. So the season so far, like Katrina was saying, I feel like right now we're in the midst of Trisha's drama with her ex.
Her storyline is definitely dominating the show between her
right now.
Yeah, between her and then Marcel and Martell's drama.
Yep, that's where we're at. Yeah. We ain't heard nothing from Destiny. Sunny, we ain't heard nothing from her.
Right. Destiny then threw that little field day and started up all the drama and
got on. And maybe that's why Melody has been like kind of putting herself in the mix so that she can stay relevant on the show. Because it is being consumed by Trisha's drama. So Trisha, she apparently was saying that she apparently signed the paperwork, but did not file the paperwork to divorce her husband. Her husband has been on the last, 3 or 4 episodes. He keep coming back to town. She said before that he wouldn't come to see his kids at all. Right. All of a sudden, when filming is in play, he's coming to the city, but he's not necessarily going to see the kids. He does give that he wants to be a reality star. Like,
yeah, he definitely want to be on the show.
Yeah, he's doing like weird stuff. Like, it was really sad when they had the kids' graduation party and he was drunk, walking around, talking to people about stuff. They're like, "Child, we don't even know you."
I feel like he was sober. I think he's just extra and emotional for no reason.
Well, I say he was drunk because he was at the bar taking shots and, he was doing a lot of stuff. So
but remember, he walked in on 10 though. Like, anytime you walk into your kid's graduation and you announce that you're there, like, you are there for attention. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. His energy was given. He was lit when he walked in the door. I could be wrong. I don't know. But he continued to drink as he was there.
Yeah. Big fights. And
it was just a lot. It was like he was trying to dominate the space. Like you said, he was making his presence known. Like, and he like, yeah, my kid, and I want everybody over here to take a shot. Like, sir, this is not your house.
Right. You bought nothing here. Don't be offering liquor that you didn't pay for.
You probably don't even know half the men in here that you inviting over.
Yeah, he literally did not know anybody. He over there spilling the beans to Fletcher and Maurice and Melanie, everybody.
Anybody who would listen. Yeah. Anybody who would listen, he was telling the whole story. So he was just embarrassing himself.
And I was so mad that Marceau didn't come, because Marceau, the one person that knows him and the one person that will call him on his mess, doesn't come to the graduation party. I'm like, the one time where we need Marceau, he's MIA. Like,
yeah. It was sad though that his son had to step in and be like, hey, dad, you need to chill. The daughter, she was completely embarrassed. Like everybody was embarrassed. And, you know, he just keeps pointing the finger at the new guy.
Trisha. Oh, Ken.
Yeah, he's pointing the finger at them. But at the end of the day, he's the one that's taking care of your kids. Like we saw in this episode, he's like, I'm sending your son money. Like, why are you in my face right now? Like,
right.
You know, so
he makes it an effort to like bother them. Like you don't need to say hello. We don't need to do none of that. Like we are not at an event with the kids, so there's no need for us to be cordial. Like you are sitting across the room. There's no reason for you to walk all the way over here to spew nonsense. Like
right. Again, he wants more screen time, more camera time. But my question for Trisha is, what is the holdup? Because she got the paper signed and she still ain't filed him.
Yeah, she got it notarized or whatever.
So what is I really want to understand her logic behind this.
I think she was saying like on the last episode that she don't know if she's ready to get married because she doesn't know if the relationship is going to be the same as it was with Martell. Like everything is good right now with Kim, but it can always flip. But I feel like holding up the divorce don't stop that. If you don't want to marry Ken, just don't marry Ken. Like,
yeah, that is, I'm with you. I'm like, that does not make sense why you're still, or she's just using holding up the marriage as an excuse as to why she can't marry him.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're vocalizing that you're scared, you might as well go on through with the divorce. Maybe she's thinking he's going to try to ask for alimony, or I don't know what their laws are out there, but I need some answers. But the girl lied so much. Right. Stuff is still coming out about her relationship with Martell. Now Fletcher is the one who hooked them up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, why?
And then Fletcher saying she lying.
Yeah, Fletcher. Well, I don't know. Fletcher gives that he's lying.
Yeah,
because when he was talking to his wife about the series of events, it just wasn't adding up.
But also, like, so if Fletcher was lying, why did Trisha shut up at the party? Like, if you calling me a liar and I know that I'm not lying and you actually did try to set it up, like, I'm definitely going to be trying to prove my point. I'm not going to sit there quiet and then make everybody else think, oh, well, maybe Fletcher didn't set it up. You know, Trisha do be lying. Like, the one time I'm telling the truth, you better believe I'm a fight for my truth.
Right. That's what I don't understand about her. I just feel like, I don't know. She doesn't stand on anything. Everything is kind of like it's just weird. So then later on, before this, we're just jumping around. Yeah. Also, what happened in the season, Maurice gets a DUI, right?
Mm-hmm.
That allegedly they're saying that after he got the DUI, he went out to Black and everybody was toasting it up, saying free Reese and kind of making a joke out of it. And so Melody was basically saying like, somebody in her family was killed. I think her grandmother, somebody was killed by a drunk driver. And she don't like that. You know, they're kind of boasting about it. So she goes on a tour. And she talks to anybody who would listen and ask them their opinion about it. And what do you think about this? And do you agree with this? And And why was y'all toasting it up? Who made you the DUI police? Like, why are you? She talked to Trisha. She talked to Tisha. She goes to his wife, Kimmy.
Mm-hmm.
And she's kind of wanting to dictate everything. And she's questioning everyone. Why are you questioning us?
And slide it in a little, I think he cheating because he had lipstick on in his mugshot.
Yeah, she goes to Kimmy and tells Kimmy all these things. And when Kimmy asks her questions about why she's going around and asking people about her husband,
she don't got nothing to say.
She don't want to talk about it. Well, I don't think I want to discuss that with you. What? See, I would have forgot I was on TV. And I'm not even a violent person, but that type of like blatant like disrespect, gaslighting, like all these things in one conversation, I couldn't have handled it.
Yeah, no.
I couldn't.
Kimmy
composes herself very well with melody. I don't know why, but
she is the oldest in the group, so she got a little practice.
But maybe, I don't know, because she wasn't that composed with what's her name on the trip?
Oh, Melanie's friend. Lady. Oh, Nell. Yeah, she was about the but Nell and Kimmy is about the same age, so.
But even when her and Tisha used to go at it about stuff, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like she's way more composed with Melody for whatever reason.
And I think she knows that Melanie is going to manipulate the situation to her advantage. So it's not even worth it because it's never going to be what it really was. Like,
that's true, because she is the queen of nice nasty. She smiles through the whole conversation like, well, I just don't think I really want to talk about that. I don't think I need to have a conversation with you.
Right.
Girl, you the one we wouldn't even be talking about this if it wasn't for you.
Right.
Like, you literally went on a tour, and then she goes, and this is also what I don't like about her. I feel like if she was still married and people did some of the things that she's doing right now, as far as like texting people's husband and meet up with them and talk about stuff, I feel like that is just disrespectful. I feel like if you want to have a conversation with my husband, put us in a group chat. I need to be aware of what is going on. Y'all already met up before previous season talking about stuff like you wanted to give him some wine, so you met up with him by himself. Like, he is a married man. If you're respecting our marriage within our friendship, like I don't mind. I don't care if my friends text my husband, they have a question about something or whatever. But most of my friends, if they're asking him about something, they put us all in a group chat, especially if I might be there or, whatever. Like, I feel like the more respectful thing to do is talk to the woman or talk to the both of us. But you texting him and then telling him like, oh yeah, and tell Tisha, what is the point? You could have called Tisha
and Tisha could have set up the meeting
and to invite him.
Yeah.
And she's done it. She pulled Maurice to the side at the event to question him about his DUI again. It is just like, girl, what are you doing? I don't get it.
Since the beginning, she's tried to be the moral police. So she's just going with the narrative that she's had since the beginning.
And it's just all wrong because morally, no, you should not be doing that. Like, right. It's just like, and then for her to just come at Kimmy sideways, like, it's like, I would have just been like this. Like, girl, you went to my husband.
Right.
About my husband. You went to my sister-in-law about my husband. Like, what? Like,
yeah. And then too, the whole thing with the meetup with Maurice, it was like she still wasn't trying to really talk about it. And Maurice was like, no, you are going around disparaging my character. Like, we need to discuss it. Like,
yeah.
What is your motivation? Are you hurt? Like, hurt people. Are you hurt? What did I do to hurt you?
He ate that one.
Right. I apologize for whatever I did to hurt you.
Right. He ate with that one because it's like, girl, none of this makes sense.
Right. Did I embarrass you? Are you embarrassed from your marriage? So you feel like you need to do these things? Like, what's going on? Why?
And she was like, she was offended, honey.
Right. Are you unhappy? She's like, I'm very happy.
And you're not around me enough to know if I'm happy or not. Well, girl, when you are around, all you're doing is getting in people's business and stirring up drama. So this is not the Melody that I know.
Right.
So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with you.
Right. I remember Happy Melody. This ain't her.
At all. It's giving bitter, angry, and trying to rip up everybody else's marriages.
Right.
She's like, you don't see the red lipstick? No. His lips was pink.
Right.
Like
he was with his wife before he got the DUI. It's like, girl.
His lips was like a flesh color. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. She was very much reaching with saying he had on red lipstick. That was a huge reach.
Yeah.
Stretch Armstrong. And so finally we got Martell. So Martell, his drama, I feel like is more so outside of the show now. You know, when they got into that heated argument at the field day with him and Marceau, and he wants the world to know that Marceau is a cheater. He's been, riding that train. Now, I believe Marceau is a cheater.
But do you believe the girl who was on the lie is the person he cheated with? Okay.
I believe Marceau is a cheater, and I think it burns Martell's bridges that he has not gotten caught yet. And that he is so good at what he does that there is zero evidence. Because here's my thing. If you really had the proof in your phone, the text messages, the screenshots, put that up. Do a video about that. Show us the physical proof. Because he keeps saying, yeah, I got this in my phone and da 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 da. Show us the real proof.
But also, like, now I feel like he's so done with grasping with straws at Marceau. He trying to come for Tisha now too, because now Tisha was cheating. Tisha been in the back seat with his homeboy. I don't know if you saw him posting pictures with the friend.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. But Tisha even said herself that happened in college.
Yeah.
So this didn't happen in her marriage. This happened in college. She said in college. She didn't say if it was before or during Marceau, but she said it happened in college. She was like, that was 20 years ago or whatever long it was. And I think he's just reaching. And the guy, if the guy that is allegedly his friend, he showed his face. I'm like,
yeah. But okay, so Martell's thing is, or this is how I feel, or why I feel Martell is doing what he's doing, is because let's just say hypothetically Marceau was cheating. Marceau, according to Martell, he was like doing it all around with multiple girls, blah, 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 blah. And he's still married. Tisha don't care what nobody say. Like, no matter what, Tisha is not leaving Marceau. And Martell did not get that. As soon as Melanie saw the evidence and found out about the side baby and the side chick, she was out.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like he is so upset as Marceau because Marceau has not gotten caught yet. Like there's no evidence out there. There's no real hard proof out there. You have a side chick that is talking. You had a baby. She had paper evidence, like a paper trail of what you were doing. She found the transactions that you were making to this lady. You was buying her a car. Like, you were more sloppy than Marceau is.
But I feel like even if there was, I don't know. I feel like even if there was evidence, I don't know if Tisha would leave Marceau.
I don't know. Maybe we'll never know, because until the evidence come up, because I think that's what she keeps saying is, where's the proof? Show me the proof. I want to see the proof. So she could be in on it to where she done caught somebody before and was like, you need to get NDAs.
Yeah.
Because Marceau is a little smarter than Martell. So I feel like he got NDAs out there and he has been very clean. He hasn't left no paper trail, because the girl on the video was saying that even though I feel like she was fed everything that she's spewing or whatever, but part of it, what she was saying, I feel like is true, is that he gets other people to send the money to whoever he's dealing with. So I feel like whatever they were telling the girl to say, some of the stuff is true. It just wasn't her, because they can't get any of the women who really were involved with him on screen because they signed NDAs.
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, he definitely is smarter than Martell, and he's less emotional.
Yeah. So. Yeah. That's why I feel like he's a vet in this. Like, I feel like Marceau is a lover boy and he just got very sloppy. Clearly, he did the whole video with his ex-mistress, baby mama.
Yeah.
Clearly, they still have a relationship. I don't know.
Well, I think the difference also between Martell and Marceau is Martell actually fell in love with the side chick.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think it wasn't that for Marceau. It was whatever Marceau could get and keep it pushing.
20 women, I believe it, because I think he's in and out. I don't think he has relationships with these women. And Martell, like you said, he actually has relationship.
Yeah.
So, all right, moving on to RHOP.
Yes. Okay, so Mia is the hot mess express. Okay, I don't know if I've been watching this season, but she is liar, pants on fire. Like, just hot mess express. Like, girl, none of your stuff adds up. Like, one minute Gordon is bipolar and you can't stand him. Then y'all at the pool kicking it. Like, la 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 la. Then
we're a big happy family. Ink is a part of the family. And Gordon came in the kitchen and told it all. Like, no, I don't want him here when I'm hanging out with my kids. I would rather just be me and my kids.
Right. I don't want to talk to him. Like,
right.
Yeah. And now Ink and Mia is broken up for whatever reason, and her and Gordon is back together. But this man is crazy, and you don't trust him with your kids. Like, girl,
none of it adds up.
Yeah. And then she got the audacity to be talking about like, she goes on this big thing crying about how Giselle and what you call it, Karen was talking about her kids on the first episode, and come to find out, she talking about Giselle's kids are whores and all of this stuff. Like,
did she call them whores?
Yes. She said that they were sneaking kids in the back alley, and
I didn't hear them.
I've been seeing on social media that they cut that part out. Like, Giselle and Mia begged production to cut it out because she was like doubling down on the fact that her daughters were whores, and she didn't like that she was putting on this facade as them being these good girls, but really they be like doing stuff with boys. But like, honestly, like, they're teenage kids, like.
Right. And they were on vacation in Jamaica. If they snuck a boy into their hotel, it doesn't mean that they was in there getting it popping. They could have been in there being kids and probably drinking they wasn't supposed to. They was for sure doing something they wasn't supposed to. But to call them whores is like, come on.
Yeah. And doubling down on it when you get called out about it. Like,
right.
And that's why Ashley on this episode, she's like, yo, I can't stand beside you like doubling down on how you talked about Giselle's kids. Like, that's not right. And she's like, we don't even talk about kids like that. And then you calling them whores and doubling down. Like, I don't know how I can defend you or stand beside you. And me is like, well, I don't have the energy to put into that and And I said what I said what I said. And she's like, well, look, I'm done. Like, I can't.
Mia don't care. Mia don't care about nobody and nothing. Like, the fact that her kids, he came and took her kids and took them somewhere else. I would not have been settled in the fact that, now they're safe with somebody that I know. No, I'm still hopping on a flight because why are you taking my kids without notifying me? And I saw that she actually has full custody of the kids. He shouldn't be going and snatching them kids up from anywhere, especially with his condition. Like, and now he knows where the kids are and they're at his disposal. So he can go pick them up anytime he feels like it. What if he has an episode?
Right.
Yeah, I would have been on the next thing smoking. You're not finna just take my kids to a whole nother state and I'm over here frolicking and drinking. No, absolutely not.
But also, okay, so they were at Jacqueline's house. Like, who's watching the kids at Jacqueline's house?
I think because she said they were with the nanny. So whoever the new nanny is must have been at Jacqueline's house, probably watching all the kids.
Yeah.
But why would that person? I don't know. I guess
she said on the episode that she told him that he can go and get the kids because he called her and said that he wanted to see the kids, but he just didn't take them back over to Jacqueline's house. He took them to the old nanny's house, which,
yeah, 4 hours away. That's crazy. But
who knows if this really even happened? Because listen, liar.
That's what somebody else. That's what somebody else was saying. Because one thing about Mia, she gonna do it for the plot.
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, we're seeing a picture of her new son. They're saying that not her new son, her oldest son. He was never on anything because he didn't want to be. Did he all of a sudden agree to be on TV?
Right. And then what killed me was, so I feel like the only reason why she showed her son is because she wanted to justify why she was going to Atlanta, because she was so worried about her kids. Oh my gosh, my kids, I don't know where they are. Now I need to go back. Oh, but now I'm about to go to Atlanta because, I need to go see my other son who I never talk about on this show. And just so coincidentally, Ink is in Atlanta.
Can y'all add this in there? I'm going to send y'all a picture of my older son because this is why I be going to Atlanta. No, honey. Talking about I'm gonna touch down and hop on the next thing smoking. No.
Yeah. Girl.
Oh my gosh. I just can't with this lady. And then her and Jacqueline, nobody cares about y'all nasty days. Why do y'all keep bringing it up at the dinner table?
Right.
Like,
like y'all, the fact that listen, if she's like the epitome of pot calling the kettle back, like if anybody knows what a whore is Mia. Like, be for real. Like,
I
girl.
knew it was something fishy with her and Jacqueline anyway, because why she always got to be in your room? Why she can't never have her own room? Like,
Right. And I'm not showering with my friends. I've known you
no,
20 years. No, we're not
no,
showering.
no,
That's
not unless
weird.
we had to when we went to the Korean spot and we was not even nowhere near next to each other.
Right. No, and we were still trying to hide our stuff. Like, come on.
And we was in there with a whole bunch of other ladies. Like,
Right.
no,
It's
that's
weird.
It's weird. It's just strange. Like, and y'all doing it when y'all didn't even have to, because they was up there, whatever trip it was, they was up there showering together.
Right.
Like,
In the
it's
open in front of the window. Like, it gives thruple. And I mean, that's what they said when they first came on that. There was like a thruple with Gordon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. Like, that's her storyline. She wants to like sell the sex. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And her poor kid, I'm like, if I was her older son, I wouldn't want to be associated with the show either, because he's in high school and people probably watch the show or parents watch the show. Now everybody knows your mom's a whore. And they know what she does with her body and what she's done with your auntie and what she's done with this man while she was married to this man.
right.
And like, everybody knows your mama business.
Right. And that she has a man thinking that he's Jeremiah's father and supposedly he's not. Like, the fact that
he has a whole other life in Atlanta where people probably don't even know who his mom is. And now you're going to blast me on the internet? I mean, on national TV? No.
Yeah.
I wonder how much she had to pay him.
Yeah, she can't pay him. She like, look, I'm putting your picture. I don't care if you want to be on this show or not, because I'm a selfish mother. Okay. All I care about is myself and my storyline.
Okay. So finally, also, okay, not finally, but we didn't talk about this. Y'all know Karen got that DUI. And offline, she was not sentenced, but she was found guilty. So her sentencing is actually coming up in a couple of weeks. So we're going to be reporting live. No.
Right. Be on our Instagram, because you know we're going to be dropping the tea.
Okay. We will probably be reporting live on that day, because this is just like too much. I have so many questions. I'm just like, girl, are you going to come back? Are you going to be at the reunion? She might be in jail. Like, what if they clink the same day? Like,
and this is the first Black person from Bravo that's actually gone to jail. One of the women. Like, I know they let Teresa come back. I don't know if Jen is coming back. I don't know if they're gonna let Karen come back. Like, they might all of a sudden be like, nah, we can't have I don't know if she would be an ex-con. I don't think is an ex-con gotta be a felon, or I don't know, what do you call somebody that goes to jail? Because she ain't going to prison, right? Listen, I don't know the difference between all these.
For 2 years, she might be going to prison.
Huh. Child, they gonna let her come back?
Girl, I don't know, because she had a lot of what you call them? Cases. Charges. Yeah. She had a lot of charges. And that video, you guys, I wanted to break our sabbatical from the podcast so bad to talk about these videos.
Yeah, because well, first of all, since you brought up the video, can we talk about how she had her DUI wig on in Panama? And why did it start way back here? Like, I just realized on the episode.
Baby, that's the wig from 2 seasons ago when she was sitting on they was having dinner and she was sweating and it was it just kept pushing back and pushing. That has to be the same wig. It has
but I feel like she wears her wigs far back too, because I was looking at the episode and like she had her wig back, but her baby hair started like way back here. It was like,
I think it's because that is her glueless wig. When she has her wigs laid, the wig that she had in on the trip when they was comparing the blondes, the 613s, that one was laid.
Yeah, she gets like, that's what I don't understand about Karen. Like, why you be walking around with these ridiculous wigs when your hair really be looking cute a lot of the time?
I think because when she uses a glueless wig, she don't know how to like.
She needs to let them shake and go wigs go. Okay, let them go. Leave them in the bag and throw them away because shake and go wigs is not for her. You need to get your stuff glued down,
girl. Not to shake and go.
I will not be mad if your baby hair touch your eyebrows because we need to bring it on down.
Bring it on down. Put a hat on.
Shut the sunroof a little bit, okay?
She need a headband, a scarf, or something because baby, that wig be. But poor Kern. I don't know, but the way she was lit.
She said she was. Listen. She was so drunk. She's supposed to be not being drunk on the DUI, and she gonna tell the policeman when she get out the car, "Ooh, I'm lit."
And what she said, somebody's concubine.
Right, George. What does he say? Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson's concubine.
And poor Ray. Ray was trying to help her out. I just want to talk for her. No, sir, you were not involved in the incident. You may not speak for her.
Right. You are not her attorney.
And she was sitting up at that in the room.
I need her. Like, why did we get to this point, Karen? You knew what was on that video because you was there. Or at least you don't remember what happened. You were so drunk you don't remember what happened. I don't know. But you should have.
I think that's what happened. And I think because, she don't get in trouble with the law like that. She probably didn't realize that once you go to trial, everything is leaked. Or not leaked, it's out there because now it's put into evidence. It's presented before the court. Everybody's going to see that.
Yeah.
So I don't think she remembered everything that happened because she was so drunk. She probably didn't even realize that the camera was recording her while she was in that interrogation room. And then Ray is like, well, they kept asking her, how much did you drink? And he was like, oh, you probably had a couple beers, right? No, she was drinking Fireball that
night. Yeah, she definitely needed to take a plea deal. Like, girl, why did you waste the taxpayers' money on that trial? You knew you was going to jail.
Whoever her lawyers are fired because you advised her terribly wrong.
Right. And first of all, the plaintiffs or the prosecutor has to disclose the evidence. I know they played that tape during the trial.
And you said no,
the tape.
Maybe they didn't offer her no plea because they knew they was going to get her.
Listen.
They had too much evidence to offer her a plea.
That's why she needed a good defense attorney so they could wheel and deal. Like, hey, what she got to do? How much community service you need to do, like, because we don't want to go to trial. Like,
they said, oh no, ma'am, you're not getting out of this one.
Oh no. We
tried. We're not laughing at her pain, but it was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It was ridiculous. Like, for you to get behind the wheel that toe up is just completely ridiculous. Like,
and she said on the little DUI test, I should have called an Uber, huh? Or I should have got a taxi.
And was she in her pajamas?
I don't know.
It looked like, I gotta go back and look at the tape, but I was like, it looks like she's in her pajamas. I'm so confused by this whole scenario and situation. And all I have to say is thank God for Shannon that. Sorry, I'm jumping over to OC. Thank God for Shannon there's no video because I feel like Shannon probably was 10 times worse.
Yeah. Listen, Shannon barely made it out the driveway, so she was 10 times worse. But at least Karen went down the road and ran into nothing.
Right. Thank God. Oh gosh, it could have been so much worse.
Yeah. Shannon barely made it out the driveway and ran into the first planter she could find. Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna move on to Married to Medicine. This is the last show that we're gonna review tonight. It's a mess over there too. Like, this is why we had to come back, you guys. We have been talking to each other about these shows. Like, what is happening?
Right. Winter has been spicier than summer.
Spicy to say the least. And there's a lot more shows coming in January. So y'all just buckle up, okay?
Right. And let me tell y'all something. So this new format, if it's boring, it's getting a pass, okay? Because it's too much other good TV coming on. We not about to be boring y'all with Real Housewives of New York. If they ain't bringing it, if Uber ain't calling people pigeons, they gotta go. Next week we'll try again.
And if it was nothing going on in an episode, even if it's a show that we're reviewing, if the episode was we're gonna skip it.
Right.
Okay, it might get a notable mention. We watched it, but no.
Right. Watch it if you want.
Yeah, we're not gonna bore you. We're not gonna bore ourselves.
Right.
Trying to come up with stuff to talk about. No, it was terrible.
Right. So,
but everybody been bringing that heat. So, Married to Medicine, we got more fights. Everybody been fighting. Why is everybody fighting?
Listen, people tired. Okay.
And bumping them gums, bumping them gums is gonna get you in trouble every single time. Heavenly, I don't understand. After all that happened with Mariah, her and Simone. Was it Simone? I don't know. But her go-to.
No, it was Toya. Simone ain't letting Heavenly talk about her mama because Simone got a mouth just as vicious as Heavenly.
Okay. But I'm like, are you a child? Because okay, yeah, we in elementary school, middle school, somebody says something to your mama. That's the first thing that come out. Why is that still the first thing that comes out of your mouth? Was she 50?
She probably older than that, child. Listen, Heavenly is not 13 years older than us, okay? Please.
Absolutely not. No, she's gotta be pushing 60 at this point.
Yeah.
But I mean, with the whole fight situation, who do you feel like really set it off? Because there seems to be some blurred lines of who they feel like kicked it off.
Okay, so this is where it definitely so Heavenly shouldn't have been moving around name tags. Okay, girl, you know you don't get along with everybody. I know you don't want to sit next to Tisha because you don't like her, but why would you move next to Contessa? Like, y'all relationship is not better than yours and Tisha. Like, you should have sat next to Phaedra or somebody.
Yeah.
So that ignited it. And then Contessa want to talk and try to hash stuff out at dinner. It's like, that ain't gonna help because you know she
ready to get it off her chest.
Right. Like, you know, she ignorant. And if I was on these shows, I'd be like, could we talk after dinner? Because I want to eat. That's why I came here.
Right. That's why Quad and what's the name went back to them. I'm gonna eat my food.
Right.
I'm gonna eat my food. That would have been like, y'all letting the food get cold, you're fighting and spitting over the food. I probably wouldn't eat that food after that brawl. But poor Jackie just got knocked down. I mean, it was just so much happening at one time. But I feel like Contessa also, her saying something about her daughter, like you buying her daughter and like all this, that could have been left out too.
Yeah, Contessa was definitely throwing low blows too. They both were. They was both trying to get to the jugular, talking about her husband had mixed babies around. Like, girl, there's no proof of this. This is all allegations. And the thing,
and we've never heard that before.
Right. And the thing that I don't like about Contessa is you so mad at Heavenly, but the stuff that she's talking about, you had to be telling her. Like, I don't think that she's making up this stuff about her husband. I think that her and Heavenly, when they was friends, was sitting on the phone, kikiing. She was venting about her husband.
Yeah.
And now that they're not friends, she don't want Heavenly to talk about it. But it's like, girl, you need to know who your friends are. Just like Heavenly was running her mouth about other people when y'all was friends, you need to know that she gonna do the same thing about you.
Yep.
And it's time for you to take accountability and be like, hey, that's where me and my husband were at that time, but we're in a better place now. That is not our relationship. Whatever we was going through now, we worked through it and we're in a better spot. Like,
yeah. And because I believe it. I believe that she told Heavenly all those things because we remember watching the show. She was not his fan at all.
No.
She was writing on her own husband herself. She was saying stuff about him.
Right. So I know she was running and telling Heavenly stuff. I don't think that Heavenly pulled that out of her butt. Like, she needs to take accountability.
No.
That way, once she takes accountability, the Heavenly can't talk about it no more.
Exactly.
It's done.
Exactly. And Heavenly is going to be Heavenly. And I don't think that's not me excusing her behavior. But when you know someone is a certain way and they're going to do certain things, you got to move differently. Because now you allowing her to take you out of character to knock poor Jackie down with that whole spin move that you done did.
Listen, if I was Jackie, I would have been milking it too. Every bone on my body hurt.
Her sling was trash. The arm is over here. The sling is all around her neck. Like, girl, you forget you supposed to be faking it. And her and Jackie, this wasn't supposed to be funny, but Jackie crying in the golf cart, Heavenly, please.
Right. She was like, Heavenly, I cannot even defend you. Because how you gonna talk about her mama and she said, my dead mama, and you gonna say F her?
she doubled down. One thing Heavenly gonna do in a heat of a battle, she gonna double, triple, quadruple down on what she said. She's not that she may take it back after the fact 2-3 days later. She's not taking back her words in any fight.
Right. One thing Heavenly gonna do, her name is Heavenly, but she going to hell.
All the way.
Please understand. Do not come for her. Do not come for her.
No, she going every single time. That's why I'm like, I just not would battle with somebody like that. That's just nasty. She's just nasty with her mouth. She just does not care.
And she's another one snickering and trying to act like she all sweet. Like her and Melanie got the same type of personality, except Melanie don't go as hard as Heavenly.
Yeah, because she wants to keep that nice persona. She actually cares about how people view her. Heavenly don't care.
Melanie's persona is making her money. That's making her people want to come and hear her speak and do all of those things. So she definitely has to keep that facade going. She can't go as low as Heavenly.
No,
but Heavenly, she's a dentist. People still coming to get their teeth fixed.
And it's her brand, but it's her brand too. Heavenly's brand is she's gonna talk trash. You know, she's gonna. That's why people say, "Well, you know, it's Heavenly," you know, and she gets to be who she wants to be. But I think that's why I never dug fully into the tea. But you know how Carlos King and Heavenly used to do the little show together. She ain't on there no more, and they saying that they had a little beef or a little something happened because of Heavenly's mouth. But
I wouldn't be surprised.
She don't care. She had her own platform before him, so she's still bumping her gums over there
in that
closet.
Child.
Collecting that check.
I don't understand the concept of a multi-floor closet. Like, I don't want to walk upstairs to get my clothes. Like, it just needs to be right in front of me. Like, I don't like that idea.
I think if that's all the space you have, if you're making good use of the space, because it's like, okay, this floor is not enough. I need multiple, whatever. But to do that junk on purpose, like what's the name, building her house like that on purpose did not make sense to
me. Yeah. I don't want to go upstairs. If I have a husband and we have an upstairs and downstairs closet, his stuff gonna be upstairs. I'm not walking up and downstairs every time I want to go get a shoe. Like, that's stupid.
So how do we feel about Jackie's blank check to Quad?
I think that it's a fake apology. Like, what? So you got this blank check, and that mean that if you do something else, you don't have to apologize because she just needs to refer back to the blank check? Like,
no, I think it's the same thing as saying, like, I apologize for however you feel like I made you feel, or I apologize for whatever you want me to apologize for. You don't.
Well, Jackie already said the apology is for you. So
yeah.
Listen, I said what I said. If you need me to apologize, you got that. But
because Jackie one of them people that I don't feel like she believes she's wrong in any situation because she thinks she above all of them anyway.
Yeah.
And so I don't think she's ever thinks that she's wrong. She's not going to admit that she's wrong in any situation. That blank check was a cop out, and it was just to brush it over and like, girl, leave me alone.
Right, girl. I said. I'm not beefing with you, girl.
You beefing with yourself.
Right.
I apologize for whatever you think I did to you.
Right.
Because a genuine apology is acknowledging what you did and acknowledging how it hurt that person's feelings, even if you don't feel like you did anything wrong, or you don't feel like your opinion is your opinion. I can still be sorry that it made you feel the way that you felt, but by saying just like, girl, whatever I did, if you don't even know what you did, then girl, keep it.
Right. How are you sorry? Why are you apologizing and you don't know what you did wrong?
Yeah.
And you're not willing to listen to what I'm saying that you did wrong and how you hurt me.
Right. Because even if that wasn't your intentions, because people always say, well, I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings. But you did. So because of what I said hurt your feelings, I am truly sorry because that wasn't my intention. You know, that's different than like, girl, I don't know what I did. Whatever I did, I'm sorry.
Right. But that's why I'm proud of Simone, because Simone actually like listened to what Quad was saying and really apologized for it, you know? And I think that's why she been at Simone's house kicking it, and they actually are really having a relationship because they actually fixed the issue, or Quad felt like there was some resolution in what happened, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Contessa go home to her husband and try to act like she don't know why
Sugarcoat the
Heavenly
story.
been saying what she been saying.
She watered that story all the way down and was like, yeah. And Heavenly said you was abusive. Getting him all riled up. And it's just like, girl, you told him that. Her word that he was.
Right. She might not have said she was abusive, but if he's just dismissing you and not caring about what you're saying, that people will think that that is emotional.
Or the way he speaks to you. If you can be, there's so many ways to be verbally, emotionally. It doesn't have to always be physically abusive. Verbal is cut
worse. Right. Emotional is
emotional too. You withholding like yourself, like you not speaking to me, you walking past me, not saying nothing. I bring to you, I pour my heart out to you, and you brush it off and walk away and never allow me the opportunity to share my heart. There's a difference in, some people process things differently, and there's a difference in saying, you know what, I need a minute and I can't talk about this right now. Then when somebody's in the heat of sharing their heart, you just up and walk away.
Yeah,
I ain't got time for this. Like
that takes more to heal from than the physical scars,
Yeah, because it's like, dang, this person that I've been married to all this time, that I had children with, does not care about how I feel or how this is affecting me. Like the one person in the world, when you get married, that is supposed to be your person. Like you are one.
Right.
So don't nobody else in the world care about how you feel, got your back, nothing. That's the one person that's supposed to be there with you and ride with you to the end, like literally to death do us part. Like your mama could get mad at you and not talk to you for 3 weeks. Your daddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, but your spouse, that's supposed to be the one person.
Yeah.
And you just don't even care.
No. And then like on top of that, you're not listening to how she feels, but when she going and telling other people, you are defending yourself, which goes against what she's saying. So then it's like, am I crazy? Like, you know, like
just leaving me out here to dry.
Right. So yeah.
He's an interesting character. I feel like also we don't get enough of his personality on the show to kind of like gauge, like, I feel like
that he's trying to be a rapper. Like, I need him to let that go.
Girl, please. Why did they let him perform? Like, I was so confused. I'm like, I would have been like, you trying to embarrass my husband?
Like, I need him to let that go. Don't nobody want that 80s rap. Like, go somewhere and sit down, please.
It's terrible. It's actually terrible.
I mean, but it fit in with the theme. I guess it was, what was it? The Nick, the what kind of
Nick, or the whatever they name Nick.
Yeah. So I mean, Freaknik started in the 80s and 90s, so it went right on along with that era.
Yep. All right, y'all. So we are going to wrap this episode up. We're trying something different this time around, and we're going to be coming back to you guys with 2 videos. We're going to talk about the other half of the week shows in the next video. So make sure you guys come back and join us. If you guys are listening on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Why can't I talk tonight? I'm not even drinking. I'm drinking water. But if you guys have made it this far in the video, you absolutely have to subscribe. Like you're still here. You need to subscribe.
Go on and click it. Like the video. Yeah. Because we kept you. So just
comment and let us know. Say, hey, if you stay to the end, I need you to leave a comment right now and say, I made it to the end. Okay?
Right.
Your comments helps boost the algorithm.
That's sparkling water including it.
Right. I promise you, it is bubbly, sparkling water. It literally says non-alcoholic. But why did they have to say that it's now alcoholic if it's sparkling water? That makes me question something.
I don't know.
But I promise you, it's bubbly. But yeah. All that to say, follow us, subscribe, follow us on TikTok, Instagram. All of our handles will be in the description box below. All of our information is there. So make sure you guys are coming back next week. I'm sorry, coming back on
Thursday. Yes.
For the good stuff.
Yes. We're going to be talking about Salt Lake, Beverly Hills. If Real Housewives of New York come with it, we might talk about them. But I think it is supposed to be good because Puerto Rico is a whole bunch of drama. So it might be good on New York this week.
Right.
And I think that's it for the next episode.
Wait, we record Thursday.
Yeah. Aren't we live though?
Huh?
We live though.
We was live? I thought I was recording this whole time.
Wait, because it says live in the corner. Are we live or are we recording?
We must be live and recording. No, we're not live. It means that we're still recording.
Oh.
Girl, you scared me. I'm like, no, we are not live.
Okay, so we're coming back to y'all Friday. Sorry, 5:10.
Yeah, so y'all will see the next video on Friday. We're gonna record on Thursday.
Bear with us.
You guys, this time around, I'm not editing all this stuff out. Okay, so
enjoy the bloopers.
Enjoy it. We giving y'all raw and uncut. All right, we'll see y'all Friday.
Bye.
Bye.